Leo, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. We start off with Think on Your Feet, Fox Spirit. This is Sagittarian energy. It calls for you to be malleable, flexible, and open to new experiences this week. This is a timeless message. It comes to you when it is meant to come to you, when you're open and receptive to the message. But it is for the week ahead of whenever you see it. It's your message. Please take it where and how it resonates with you. Certainly, there's a new video every single week. I hope you come back. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ring that notification bell and select all notifications so that you'll know when I upload your favorite content. Excuse me. If you're looking for personal readings, I do those. Please definitely check out my website for the kind of service that you will need. I offer many. bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. And I'll be happy to help you. And then last but not least, please do consider joining the BWOB membership to this channel. There are so many benefits, not to mention the least of which is the abundance share. I'll attach a video to this video so that you can learn more about it. Okay, so Leo, what is going on? Leo. We're almost done, guys. We have a few more cards that have popped out. I mean, for whatever reason, you're being asked to be brave and malleable and expand. So Sagittarian energy also deals with expansion of the self, of the knowledge, of the way that you think, of who you are. Sometimes we get stuck in these simple routines and we forget what we're capable of. So this is also the energy of rediscovering your own capabilities. Let's get into it. Leo. Something in the past too? Okay. Let's get into the past, because cards in the past only come out in my readings if they've directly impacted where we are now. This is a long time ago. Once again, I'm sorry. Let spirit be your guide. Let spirit be your guide long time ago. So this could be a calling that you felt, or something that you had foreseen a long time ago in your life, or something that you had cast out and really wanted to do, desired to do, or saw yourself doing. Now it seems to be coming into perspective, or somehow there was foresight here. Because this energy of hawk spirit is seeing things from that objective perspective, from that aerial point of view, and maybe even seeing out forward into the future. Though I don't necessarily think this is more like a psychic episode. I think this is more, I may want to be doing that, or I see myself as that eventually, knowing that it's not where you were now, but where you were headed. And then we have malleability. So what it's saying is something that you had foreseen is upon you, something that you had seen yourself doing. You're in it, but it's not what you expected it to be. And I got to tell you, it never is. It never is, because reality interrupts. And it's not that it makes it worse or even better. It just always is different, because different things come in and switch and change things along the way. So you are experiencing it. It's just different than you thought it would be, because the reality never feels like the fantasy. And when it's all the way back here, it really is still just fantasy. And fantasy is a very selfish energy. It's a very it's a very closed circuit because all you have to think about is yourself, your feelings, your whims, and what you want, because you control your fantasy. Whereas here in reality, now you have to be malleable. You have to take turns and twists and do things that you didn't expect you'd have to do. But simultaneously, God wants you to sit in gratitude with the fact that you do in fact have what you had foreseen yourself having. It doesn't feel the same because reality has gravity and other people's opinions and unexpected situations, and fantasy, which is, it's what all the best ideas start out as, right? It's just something that you come up with, something that you see yourself doing. But when you see yourself doing it in your brain, you don't have to experience or feel the weight of all the responsibilities it took to get you there. So what it's saying is you do have it. It is time to sit in gratitude. And of course it's going to feel different because reality feels different than when you cast out, when you dream, and when you aspire. But you have come here and you are here and it is connected. You're being called to be more malleable this week because there's no way that you could when you have an aerial perspective, there's no way that you could see the details of the dirt beneath your feet or the trees that are in your way. You know, you have that aerial perspective, all you have is sky all around you and you see everything very unencumbered and very no obstacles. But of course, when you're living the reality, there are obstacles, and that may make it feel like, well, this isn't what I actually wanted, but it actually is. It's exactly what you wanted. It's just the reality of it instead of the fantasy of it. So let's get deeper into that. We have now is a lucky time. Once again, so much to be grateful for. This is a very fertile energy. So this could be unexpected pregnancy or expanding your options when it comes to getting pregnant. It could just be that you are growing and that you are expanding, not through pregnancy, but through experiences. And so there's an abundance here. There's like something doubling over on itself and reproducing. Think of bunny rabbits. They reproduce rapidly. So there's a lot of abundance here in your life. And then we have time to collaborate, which means you're not supposed to do this on your own. You are supposed to be malleable, flexible, palpable to other people's ideas because you are supposed to be working with somebody else. It looks like this is a really beautiful energy. Perhaps you are working actually with a Sagittarius, though this is a general reading, so I don't feel like it has to be specifically just a Sagittarius. Could be somebody who is foreign to you or foreign to your culture, or simply somebody that inspires you and encourages you to expand and grow who you are, but for very positive reasons, because there's a lot of growth and a lot of abundance that's coming into you in this way. And it's like, it's time to let somebody change you. It's time to let somebody inspire you to be different and head a different direction than where maybe you thought you'd be or how you thought this would look at the time. Because at the time, when you foresee it, you really are just, even the people that you see in your head doing it with are really just other reflections of you, where now you're actually working with another person. So this is about to grow and expand, and it's about to grow and expand rapidly in wonderful ways that you can't fully predict. And honestly, Leo, you're not supposed to fully predict them. That's part of the fun. So now that's kind of what's happening to you now. So let's get into the future that's been given a little spotlight, a little glimpse into the future. Slow and steady wins the race is here. So this is leading to a point of emotional stability. And at home, sea turtle brings turtle spirit. Turtle brings their home wherever they are. So knowing that you may be expanding or rapidly starting to travel a lot literally, or simply that you are finding a sense of home that maybe you did not have before. This is also looking quite lovely where this is headed. And then bring a gentle touch. This is love, and it's nurturing. It's Virgo energy. It's fresh and it's innocent and it's nurturing and creating a nurturing space, maybe for a new little one or a new idea or a new business or a new life with somebody that you love. All of this is telling you that it's, whether it looks exactly like you imagined it or not, is actually quite a beautiful thing. And if you trust and believe, will just continue to get better. There is growth and loveliness here with cultivating something that you really care about. This is really nice energy. So let's get into the tarot card reading, Leo, and see exactly where we need to expand, or simply a more in-depth understanding of. So there's financial security here. It does say that maybe finances are a little bit tight, but you certainly have them. That's the Four of Pentacles, the sense of wanting stability, or saying right now, this week, focus on financial stability. It could even be because you've been inspired to focus on financial stability, maybe because you know you have a new relationship or a new business or a new child, right? You're developing something new, so you want to check those books and make sure they're on point. But you certainly have the resources to be able to do that, and that's the good news. We just had Gemini energy pop out. This is a love that could potentially grow. Certainly an attraction. This is the Lovers, but it kind of is leaning itself to the side. So it's almost like you may not be so certain of your partner or who you're connected with, but certainly God is saying that there is so much room for this to progress and grow. And there is a continuity behind it where it seems the other person is willing to work on things as well. It just depends. Like, this could be your future. I know this is what you want. And remember, when you wanted it back here, you actually got it. But I think what this moment between the past and future is telling you, it's trying to make you aware, it's not going to look as perfectly as you think it's going to look. It's going to look different because you got to make room for somebody else's input. And if you stop and say, no, it's got to be my way, well, that's not really working with somebody else, is it? And it's not giving both of you room to contribute, which is what you need to open, expand into now. Leave some room so that this is a very happy, beautiful, and nurturing environment, that even though it doesn't look exactly the way you had imagined it, it's bigger than you had imagined it because it involves somebody else's dreams as well. Let's get a Moon card. We have more Sagittarian energy. Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. And we have been talking about the bigger picture this whole time. So what is the bigger picture? The bigger picture is the picture beyond your own imagination. The bigger picture is the picture that includes your perspective and somebody else's perspective, and maybe somebody else's perspective. There's a sense of this is bigger than you thought it was going to be, but the conduit to making it expand is somebody else. It's through somebody else. It's not just you anymore. And that's really beautiful. And it's saying, well, look at the bigger picture. What is good for everybody? What is good for all of us? Well, I can't make that decision. Leos are very prone to want to lead, and that's fine. But leaders don't just lead by saying it's my way and it's going to happen this way. They take stock in what everybody around them is desiring or thinking, and they find a solution that, if it doesn't work for everybody, it incorporates a little bit of what everybody is trying to do. They, in other words, a great leader encourages their tribe. They don't discourage their tribe. And so it's like saying, hey, talk to people. There's a wider picture here, and there's definitely beautiful potential for the future here. What exactly is there? Is there specifically something that you want Leo to know or see? It's saying be conservative. I don't mean politically conservative. Thank you, God. I mean, it's saying be on guard, because there is a sense of, like, maintain your standards. So don't expand so quickly you let everything in. 9 of Wands is use your wisdom and understand, based on what you've learned in the past, based on the bumps and bruises or battle scars that you've earned in the past. You don't want to let everything through. Expand and grow through quality, not through quantity, because we do have two sort of restrictive energies on the table now, which is 9 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. So there is that sense of either be prepared to deal with somebody else's inability to work with you or let you in, or be prepared to deal with your own difficulty in letting other people in and incorporating their ideas as well. But it's also saying, remember what you've been through in the past and put it to use in this current situation so that it has room to grow and expand. Somebody here is being defensive. It probably is you, because this is your reading. And it could be that this is something that you have to work on, because you might be a little too shut off from what's happened in the past and too aggressively defending your vision at this point, which could be squashing this potentially beautiful connection that you have. You don't want to squash. You don't want to squash the connection. So hold on. Way into the future, we have Page of Pentacles and Page of Wands. There's 2 more out here. If you're making babies, there could be potentially up to 2 more children that are coming. We have a little Page of Pentacles and a little Page of Wands. So an earth sign and a fire sign child, like this newness. This is also, however, a new opportunity and a new passion, a new beginning, a new start, new career. What it's telling you now is you're making decisions now that are going to impact your potential in the future, but also your potential opportunities. Something here is actually growing your opportunities and expanding your opportunities. And I understand that you may be a little bit held back by that because it doesn't look the way you expected. Expand your vision and see it doesn't have to look what you expected. You're actually being given a great blessing this week, Leo, to end up in a place that's better than what you imagined. Let me grab an angel card. Hold on. We have clearing negativity. This is really good. I love this. We have smoky quartz, clearing negativity. Release negativity from within or around you. This is a really good time to do it as we approach this full moon. Actually, as we speak, because I'm releasing this video on the 24th. In America, I'm releasing it in the morning. So what this is saying is you have this beautiful potential coming up right now in this full moon. It's full moon in Libra, so it does deal with partnerships. To release negative energy about not necessarily even your current partnership, but there's something here with your past partnerships that is making you guarded or making you prejudiced somehow. And it's saying that you're really being set up to become conscious of it and be able to let that go so that you can actually take that cinch off and really let the flow completely restore. And then we have spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes, which is all about the clarity of what it is and who you are, as opposed to who you thought you should be and how you thought things should look. What do you really want? What do you really believe in? And that's let it come out. Let it be on the table and let it sit there and let yourself have time with seeing what you truly desire versus what you have right now. And can they align? I think for most of you, you're going to find that this is an expansive energy, not an oh shit moment. I don't want what I actually have, but instead, look how far I can take this and look how far it can take me if I just trust this. Let's go to the extended, guys. I will see you there.